Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hermitcraft server. How's everybody doing today? That's a stupid question because I won't be able to get an answer, will I? Well, I hope you're doing good anyway. I'm doing fantastic myself. I realized last episode we've been working on our villager hall. I haven't seen your comments yet, by the way, because I'm backlogging. Guess what? Iskal got a call. Iskal has to go. Iskal has to go on business trip. This will be my last business trip, and then I will be on vacation. Fan-freaking-tastic. But I realized last episode that I didn't explain at all about the rail system, how we get villagers into the trading hall. And now I'm kind of thinking to myself, have I even thought about that myself? Because we have this system now. As we all know, if you haven't seen it, you go back and you watch, okay? And you like the videos. By the way, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it. Don't forget it. Thank you. Friendly reminder. Oh, I hate when people do that, so I shouldn't do it myself. Sorry. Anyway, it's one of them days today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the idea, we shove villagers on this rail and they get sorted into the cells. Now we don't have an input for this at the moment, so I had created a temporary one there in the wall that I just took down because I've been breeding some new villagers. I've been putting some more villagers in since last time, but I think what I may want to do is actually use this tunnel eventually, because that would make sense. And then if we ever put up a village breeder, we could have it like somewhere over here, or just an entry for villagers. Maybe we'll do a switch here where you either break, so as a passenger you can stop here, or you send it onwards, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure basically. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's the thing. I just wanted to quickly address that because we didn't take a good look in this room last time. I was so happy with the trading that Tango wanted to do, and I wanted to get that done. But this is what the room looks like basically. Today though, I don't want to spend the whole episode in this place today if I can, but I don't know. We have a huge project that I want to undertake, and that is to create a pumpkin farm. Pumpkins, as we know, is going to be key for getting emeralds, and I've come up with a designing creative in a creative world that's very simple to make, but that I think will work out good for us. With pumpkins, it all boils down to how many pumpkins you plant basically in a farm. So I've been starting to dig here, and I was thinking I'd come in to say hi and then dig a little bit. We're gonna need, for the thing I sketched out, and this is scalable, you can make this how big you want, but I'm gonna want a 21 by 21 room, and I want that thing there to be the bottom floor. I've kind of measured it out so that I don't have to hear the pistons, and hopefully that's a good enough level. So let's see. We're gonna have this as our center part. I'm gonna have to move the item elevator as well, which is cool. But I'm gonna have this as my center, or one end of the room, I should say. So I go 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 10. Boom, like so. And there's lava right there. That's where the villagers die. We won't need this height, so I'm not going to do that for the side here. That was my original plan, was to place the pumpkin farm here. But by the way, that's accidentally dug like that. It looks like a creeper face. But yeah, I decided to move it down further, so I'm just going to be digging like this. I just love insta mining anyway. I don't have anything against it. So we go 10 there, and we have to go 10 on the other side, and then 21 down this way. And hopefully the amount of pumpkins that we're going to get from that is going to be enough. I really want to have an easy way of getting loads and loads of emeralds. Whenever you have one trade with one villager, you want to have at least one more. So the farmers can do wheat and carrots and taters. Maybe, I don't know if I want to make a completely automated wheat farm, but maybe we do an automated wheat farm, or maybe we make an automated melon farm as well. We can use the same design that I'm going to use here for melons. But we'll see. We have to have a way to reset his trades that's cheap enough. Also, this is not cancelling out the iron the iron idea that we talked about last episode. Not at all. We're going to use that as well. I just want multiple ways of getting loads and loads of emeralds. That way, when we start putting up our shop, which I'm super excited about, by the way, I wonder what we should call it. It's going to be like a general goods shop. But that way, when we put that up, I'm gonna be able to easily make diamonds, basically. Which is, of course, the goal in life, to make as many diamonds as possible. Most diamond wins! Very good. I got the room dug out, just clearing the ghost blocks. Got a zombie that fell down on me before in a ghost block. It was very scary. It just spawned me there. But anyway, let's see if we can start laying this down, okay? We're gonna use rails for our pickup system. We're gonna do the hopper. My earbud played up again high. We're gonna do rails and then a hopper on a minecart system here. So let's see. I got 21 by 21 from this pillar to that. Actually, no, I'm lying. To there, because I want to design the walls eventually with something. This is going to be a very industrial build though, so I'm not going to care too much about the design at the moment. So it's 21 by 21. This wall is not yet taken down. I'm confusing you now. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have, let's see, we're going to have a block here, and we're going to have a piston on top of that. Boom. I think, let's see, that's going to push, that's going to kill the melon, or sorry, pumpkin. Pumpkin's going to grow there. Yeah. This is right. So then we need the rails to come over here. And I'm not sure yet of how to wire these rails up. I just want to show you the basic idea that I'm having. On top of that, we're going to go with dirt. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Boop, like so. And then go with dirt on top. We're also needing dirt here. That's a start. Then we can fill all of... Actually, we don't need the blocks at the bottom there. We'll fill this in. We're going to have pistons like this. We're not going to use slime blocks at all. We're going to use just straight up pistons. And I know that you can save a lot of pistons by using slime blocks, but it always gets a little bit more complicated when doing that. So, the idea here, let's grab a little bit of redstone. And let's grab one of them. Could be good to have. And stupid diorite, go away from my inventory. I'm also going to have some sea lanterns. And let's grab some of these seeds. How many do you get from one, actually? I don't know that. 4, okay. Okay, cool. So, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to plant our pumpkins down here. And I'm going to go ahead and bone meal these eventually so that they grow up super quick. The melons, or the pumpkins, sorry, are going to grow onto this block here. So we'll have pumpkins. Jeez, Iskal thought he had everything organized, but no. The pumpkins will grow like this, right? From the stem there. Then we're going to have a redstone wire going across very, very easily like this. And do something like that. That's going to harvest the pumpkins. And in my testing in my creative world, all of them lands onto this line. I see that there's one there, but we're going to extend this. So that means we only need the rail below with a hopper minecart. We'll be able to pick up all of it. Then what I'm going to do, the next important thing for these to actually grow is that we have constant light. And so I think, yeah, let's do this. Let's place down a line of sea lanterns. This is like over the top lights. If you don't have this much sea lanterns and you want to make this yourself, or you can go with glowstone, of course, but you don't need this much light. But it's just for me to feel better about myself. To feel better about myself. Jeez. Okay. I'm also going to use some glass. If we can get back up here again. I wasn't planning on this being so hard. I think, yeah, let's have a glass line there. That should now contain all the pumpkins. This is very similar, by the way, for those of you who follow my single player world. Very similar to the design I did there. But hopefully a larger quantity. Then from here, we're going to try and mirror this. So I want to have another set of dirt here. Where we grow the pumpkins. Do something like that. And then another row here where the pumpkins gets put out. gets put out. Jeez. And my hoe is there. So we'll put pumpkin down here. In my testing as well, you don't need water for these to actually grow. Once you planted them, they'll be fine. But I'm not sure if speed is affected by having these soiled. So we may want to place a water source somewhere. And I think what we can do is probably go 1, 2, 3. And then that's the center block. So we could do something like this. And then have water there. And then I have to switch. There we go. Water like that. That's going to reach 4 blocks out. So that's going to cover all of this, hopefully. If I calculate it correctly. But yeah, you can see the sea lanterns is over the top here. But I think that will be cool. So this is 14 pumpkins in total. Now, you could make it so that you could make it way more resource efficient. But I want to make as much pumpkins as possible. I don't care too much about how much resources I use to make them. So I think this will be cool. So we'll have another row like this. Then the reason I wanted a 21 by 21 room, it feels now while I'm doing this, it feels like I measured that wrong, if I'm honest. But I'm going to continue to build this stripe all the way down. And then the idea is we have a copy of that on the other side. We can expand this and scale it how much we want. We'll have to see how much pumpkin we get. But basically, I want to get an endless supply of pumpkin coming in at all times when we're in our base, when we're loading this thing. The way we're gonna make this work, by the way, is we're gonna run it on a timer. I think you could make a pumpkin farm where it updates automatically when the pumpkins grow and every piston fires individually. But I think this will be a little bit easier for us. But yeah, the room is definitely not needing to be exactly 21 by 21. Well, this is 7, so then it will be, yeah, it will be 3 of these modules on this side and then 3 more modules on the other side. Yeah. Here's how I deal with the fact that the signal will not reach from one end to the other. Repeater into block that carries the signal on, and then I go to the left here above the piston. This will power this block here gets powered indirectly, and that will quasi power this piston. I'm not sure how and why that works, but that's a way of doing it anyway. I like to explain the whys, but it's just, I think this is actually a broken Minecraft mechanic, but that will make it so that all pistons are powered, which is fantastic. So I got both of these 21 long modules up, and I did measure it wrong because these are actually 8 and not 7. So you would have needed a 16, 24 wide room to make 3 of these, which was the original plan. But I ain't gonna moan about that now. Hopefully this will yield enough pumpkins. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a different type of pumpkin machine. Yeah, that's right, baby. It's a pumpkin machine. Ooh, and actually, before I do that, I need to install some power rails here. I'm gonna run a different one in the middle, down the center, and I think this won't be as much pumpkin as the other 2, but this will still make use of the space here, which is cool. So let me show you. Let me just get that one there. Boom, boom, like a so, and put these back like that. So here instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 2 stems per pumpkin. Ideally, you'd want 1 stem per pumpkin. Jeez, I'm having issues saying pumpkin. But here I'm gonna have 2. So the idea is we'll go with these on the. Oh no, the opposite. We'll have 2 places for the pumpkin to grow per stem. Yeah. Ideally, you'd want 1 place so that you can control them individually. Can you get away from there? There we go. So down the middle, I'm gonna plant down my pumpkins, like a so, and these will grow out to the side, to either side, and then we'll have pistons that are powered by the same redstone there, like this, and that should be working just fine. As far as this repeating thing, I think we can do something like this to make this work. And then a redstone there. And that should power all of them pistons. Let's try it. Boom. Boom. Yeah, baby. That looks pretty cool. I've always loved how pistons and that looks in this game. It's kind of cool, I think. So then we'll have sea lanterns on top here. Yeah. You get the idea. It will be one less space for basically one less row of pumpkins, but it will still be using this space. Damn, we need to start harvesting these. They are growing like crazy. Check this out. But I've got everything installed and I've got all the redstone installed. I also moved the item elevator down to this level, so it was up above. It's still the same thing, and I think it's working. I haven't actually checked it, but we built that last time. Now what we gotta do is make sure this collection system works. So under all of this, you can get down here. We have a rail that's wrapping around them underneath the stem blocks, because that's where the pumpkins are pushed to, and it goes around all the way, and it ends here currently and also starts here. So I want to make like a launcher thing, and I think because we're going to run this thing on a timer, we're not going to run it on whenever the minecart is empty. I think we could do something like this to make it really simple. Minecart comes back up, hopefully stops there, and then starts unloading immediately. Then once the timer kicks in, it's going to power this block and send it off, is the idea. So to do all this, we're going to need to first of all install an etho hopper clock. There we go, etho hopper clock. I said it correctly. I was so sorry when I built the guardian thing. I didn't realize that he came up with the thing, you know. I should have known better. Oh, there's a ghost block here. Of course there is a ghost block here somewhere. How many ghost blocks do we have daily is a good question. Found it. Jeez. It's right in front of me. Felt like it was up in the sky. Okay, that be gone. So let's make one of them etho timers first, and I think we may need a little bit more space here. Let's just dig one more row in. And to make these, they are very simple. Place a block like place a sticky piston and another sticky piston there, redstone block there, and from that we're gonna steal the signal, and I'm gonna place that there. On the behindings here, we're gonna have a this is getting messy. We're gonna have a comparator there and another comparator there next to the pistons, and then block, redstone dust there, and that's behind the pistons. And then we're gonna connect them comparators up to a hopper chain of 2 hoppers. Hopper chain of 2 hoppers. Hi. Do that, and now I can't reach my hoppers. There we go. And now whenever we have an item in here, or a few, that's gonna have a timer, and now put a redstone signal to this block whenever it times. We'll have to look into how quick we want this thing to be. I want to switch that over if I can. Oh jeez. Okay, let's just put the repeater down here for now then. From this, I want to shoot this. I want to make this into a pulse. So this would be a steady thing at the moment, steady signal. And we don't want that because then the pistons will be retracted. So I'm going to go with a block there into a dropper facing upwards, into a hopper facing into that dropper. And then in here we'll put an item. Then we'll put a block there and a comparator. That's going to read off of that. And we're also going to need a repeater here. It's going to strengthen that. So this will be our pulse. Whenever that clock ticks, we should get a pulse from this. And all we have to do now, we have to wire. So this line should power all the pistons. So we want to do that, and then we want to power the minecart. So maybe, I don't know if the minecart will be able to climb up there. Ooh. That's going to be a little bit bad if so. Minecarts with a hopper in them are a little bit tricky sometimes. Ooh. Oh, hello. Jeez, they just spawned. Where did you guys come from? I hear zombies here constantly. I think there is like... or I know that I found out when I was digging down there that there is like mining tunnels, branch mining from the beginning of the server. I really can't speak today while doing redstone. Maybe I should just wire this up. But basically we need this line to be wired. Ideally we'd do this, but yeah, the minecart's gonna get stuck there. So I'm gonna have to wire that a little bit different. Maybe Yeah, maybe we can do this actually. I did this so that the power line was central, but we don't really need it to be central. We can just do something like this here should work. Yeah, and then that signal will go on there to repeater, on there to repeater, and all the way down the rows. Hello, hi. There was a hole here. Okay, so now we have the line that we can use, much more accessible to us even. No, wait. No, let's keep it like that, actually. So the line that we need to power is this here. Come down. Should be able to do something like this. And I think I want to have it straight on there. So let's go dust, dust, dust. And just power this up basically. And I'm short one block. Okay. Sorry guys. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we also need to power this block to power the thing. So I think if we do that, that should be good. We can try this out now. Let's put the minecart in its place. Okay. And what should happen immediately when I put items in here, I think that it's going to harvest immediately because it's going to switch. As far as how many items we need here, I have no clue. I would say probably 2 or 3 stacks because we want to leave time for the things to grow, for the pumpkins to grow. Maybe I'll grab some. Oh, actually, I'll just use the stone bricks here. Yeah, we need to leave time for the pumpkins to grow. That should have harvested every single pumpkin and retracted the pistons. Very good. That they regrew. Pretty sure. And the minecart was fired as well. So that should be picking up everything now and sending it immediately into this hopper, hopefully. Which takes it all the way up to the item elevator. Come on now, please work first time. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, it's going on its last run now. Getting all the stuff. And it stops. Fantastic. Pumpkins are getting ejected. And this seems to be working. Yeah. 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 Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go upstairs. Upstairs. Let's go up one level and have a look at the output of that. So that's one harvest. Obviously, it's not going to be this many pumpkins in the future. Where? Oh, there we go. Look at that. The pumpkins flowing up. Now, ideally, I want to connect up more things to this item elevator. I think it's just a cool feature, right? So I have 0 pumpkins now. At the moment, we have no collection area for these. So they just come dropping down from the sky. It's 22. And I think that's all. 64 plus 23. Do the math. That's pretty good. That's almost a full growth, though. So we're not going to get that much every single time. So up here, for now, maybe we just connect this up to this chest here. So we'll do boop, boop. And that should be automatically collecting it. So everything should be falling into this hopper and falling into this chest. Now let's go down and have a look how much pumpkins have grown. Because this is, as I said, this is something we need to have a look at. We want quite a bit of pumpkins to grow, but obviously that's random. Oh, I think it just did a harvest actually. Okay, so we had 63 plus 23. This is a better test now to see how many pumpkins we get. We had 63 plus 23. Let's go back up and look then. That's 3 stacks of items. We may want to increase that. If we have 5 stacks, it's around 5 minutes, I think, that it cycles. But I'm not sure about that. Hi, pumpkins. Imagine how cool it is. We're just running around here. Pumpkins randomly floating up. Oh yeah, we'll get everything in this chest because I put everything in the bottom one. So here is a live harvest. Let's see what this does. I think that was it. 7 pumpkins. Oops, that's pretty terrible. Okay, so all we do to change that is to increase that timer. Obviously, I mean, the hour rates doesn't change at this stage, but, you know. And as I said, it's all random, so it's all... You can't really tell exactly what is the best number here, but I'll play around with it. I'll play around with it for show. Alright, so I've been chilling here now for about an hour. Hopefully it's exactly an hour. I think it's an hour and 5 minutes, but I was running back and forth and moving all the chests down at the pumpkin farm. This is the result of an hour then. Pretty good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 stacks. Now I want to see how many emeralds do we get per hour, because other things will play in here. Block trades and such. I still need to get a farmer that can do 8 of these though. Or 7, but 8, then you can trade a whole stack at once. Will you reset, buddy? Are you kind today? Yes. Alright, so in total, traded all of the pumpkins that we got there, that I could. In total, we got 35 emeralds, 5 cakes, which was a reset trade, and 6 cookies in an hour. And I think I can do slightly better than that. This guy here ripped me off badly. He trades 11, and he didn't reset over 2 cake purchases and 1 cookie purchase. He does trade melon though, but dude, you don't mess with this skull, okay? So you be gone. We'll keep this guy. This guy has been treating me okay. So that's cool. 35 emeralds in an hour. I'm pretty happy with that. I have a bunch more pumpkins over here. I did do some work here. I put up some hoppers and connected up all the chests, and now we're doing pretty good. I said in the beginning of this episode that I didn't want to spend the whole episode down here with the pumpkin farm, but time just flew. Before I leave you guys though, today, I want to head over to the shopping district and I want to check out my profits and see what else is new there. Oh, and we have to stop by here on our journey at my messy villager breeder that I just took over, because we got some new guys in here. I see. What do we have? Ooh, I should probably take away the bow. Librarian with punch 1 as his first trade. Okay, I'll check him out later. Hoping that this is a farmer. Oh yes, baby, it is. Okay, we need to check him out before we do anything else, because if we can get a farmer that can give us 8 or 7 pumpkins, that's going to be a huge deal for us. Here we go. I should say as well that I do still want to make a sugarcane farm, at least a sugarcane farm down in the farming area underneath our villager trading center, because this trade is still fairly good. Let's see what that unlocks at that guy, and then it's the farmer dude. Brought some wheat. Let's just get a little bit of emeralds here so we have a little bit to trade with. This guy unlocked nothing so far. Oh, we could have done a paper trade there, I believe. This dude is just annoying me. Did you get a good... Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. A 13 trade. I'm going to keep looking, though, in between episodes, and hopefully I can find a fantastic one. But what book will you offer me, dude? What book will you offer me for your second one? I wouldn't mind. I have one. I don't think I showed you that, but I did get a Fortune 2 trader. 12 emeralds for Fortune 2. So I've been trading that as well. I think that's a pretty good book. You can combine to Fortune 3. But Luck of the Sea. Oh, jeez, that's really bad. I wonder if we can get the last book as well here. Yeah, here we go. So we had Luck of the Sea and Aqua Affinity for 18. I've seen that at 17, but I believe you can go as low as 7, I think, maybe. Okay. Some of the villagers do not get pushed into that. Some of the villagers will stick around here. So what I've been doing is that I've been checking all of these brown-coded ones. See if any of them have updated trades. But as you can see, I've traded through all of these. Oh, we're actually missing a book here. Did we get it? Did I unlock it? Oh yeah. Okay, Thorns 2. Anyway, let's head over to the shopping district. I'll be doing all of that off camera. Wow. Burpiness coming up high. I believe Exuma Void wrote earlier that we had made sales in the Guardian farm, in the Guardian shop. And I believe... Oh yeah, baby. Okay. So we made 6 diamonds there and 6 for Exuma Void. Cool. Actually, we should really check the others as well. No, we haven't made any sales. We need to have ink income if we want to make the dark prismarine blocks. I really think that they would sell. And I have to restock that. Restocking and such is something that I usually find myself doing off camera, but lately now when I've been streaming a little bit more and people are asking for stream, that's a perfect thing for me to do in a stream. Xuma still hasn't picked up his diamonds. He's so freaking rich! Doesn't even care. The pork chop is completely out. I don't have any meat for it. So I want to see if Mr. TFC has stocked up his shop, maybe. It's getting very cramped in here, by the way. Jeez. But I like it. Do we have... Nope. TFC was on earlier. He's not on anymore. Oh, good. He's not stocking up on diorite. I'm happy about that. Do we have any other shop? We have that shop. We don't have anything else. I may buy some logs and stuff. I really like this glass shop, by the way, that Rendog has put up. I think it's fantastic. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it then. I don't have any other business in town. I'm gonna buy some logs. I usually do that in between episodes, but I'm not a part of Logfellas, by the way. I just want to say I'm kind of single. I don't care what they do as long as they don't harm me, and if they do, I'll shoot them in their face. I hope that you have enjoyed the video today, ladies and gentlemen. I go off on my business trip now, and I'll be back in a few days. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below. And I will see you in the next episode.